Good day, everyone. Pastor Dixon here, Chairman of the Charleston County Democratic Party. Wishing everyone a wonderful day today. I just got back from Columbia, standing with the our House representatives as they make a firm stand against the anti-diversity inclusion, diversity, equity, and inclusion bill that's going through. What is it? House 3927. I believe it is, that the Republicans are trying to push through a very dangerous bill. And I thought it incumbent that I go and stand along with them in support to let them know that the Charleston County Democrats have their back. As we see a renewed spirit in the State House amongst our Democratic representatives who are ready now to actually fight in this fight against the oppression and the oppressive tactics that our Republican Party are trying to continue to push over on us as a people. But I wanted to get on right quick because in the March 20th meeting, I had told everyone I took questions, and there were some questions that were unanswered at the meeting that I said I would be getting back to. And I want to make sure I touch on a few of them, and also in respect to the vote that was taken on the 20th for the secretary and for the treasurer positions with the Charleston County Democrats, so I could bring clarity from Columbia through the South Carolina South Carolina Democratic Party leadership, Jay Parmley, on what the outcome of that will be. So let me start off with the questions. A good Democrat at the meeting the other night, Randall Reed, he asked about developing a strategic communications plan. Well, it's our plan as the chair and the vice chairs, the leadership with the Charleston County Democrats, that we're not only going to develop a strategic communication plan, but we'll also be developing a strategic plan overall for all aspects of everything that we do. Not hit and miss, not that the clubs are working independently of each other with no cohesive force moving forward, other than the fact that we share the same democratic values. But we hope to unify the Charleston County Democratic Party in the same mode of operation, so that we're all working on the same page, so that we don't have conflicting schedules, so that we all are presenting the same information out to the public, and ultimately drawing in those who can't pick apart the differences that they might have been doing in the past. So the strategic planning is crucial to what we do. And Mr. Reed did volunteer his services because he has a background in it. And Mr. Reed, Randall, we will be looking you up in the future in order to follow up on that. Our North Charleston chair, Michelle Brandt, she had a question about liaisons between party leadership, party leadership, the chair and the vice chairs, and our Democratic Club, Charleston County Democratic Club leadership. Well, our first vice chair, Tamara Curry, who is currently working to edit and to revise and to amend our bylaws for the Charleston County Democrats that haven't been amended since 2020, even though the state rules were amended just last year, 2024. She's working on that now, along with a small committee that's been selected to help in getting our bylaws up to scruff. And as soon as she does, she's done with that. She will actually be the liaison between the chair and the vice chairs and our in our Democratic Club leaderships, okay? She, along with myself and the other vice chairs, will be visiting all of the clubs and trying to make sure that the information sharing is patent from the top down and from the bottom up. Talking to the members out here, asking questions, learning about what the needs of the community are, communicating where we are as the leadership back down to the club area, so that we have a more effective and efficiently running operation as the North Charleston Democrats. Not to demean it or take away anything from what's happened in the past, but now is the time for us to truly organize and mobilize so that when it's time for us to actually win elections, we have a machine in place that's going to actually win elections here. And let's see. We had another question from Rochelle about our outreach to our college Democrats, which is something that's working also. Our third vice chair, that's something that Adrian Lett is taking on along with our communications right now. And that's the outreach to our Democrats at the collegiate level, reaching out to them, seeing what's already in place, enhancing what's already in place. If there's nothing in place, getting things started so that we can actually expand our outreach through education and through integration of ourselves as seasoned Democrats into the community with our younger ones so they can learn, grow, and even more importantly, for us to hear back from them what their needs are and how we can meet those needs. Now, there was the one other thing about the election, okay? We had an election that's actually mandated according to our state party rules that within 30 days of our convention that a county secretary and treasurer had to be selected. And so with our first meeting being on March 20th after the March 1st convention, that was the day that we were to actually have that election. Now, there was a question that arose about the legality of the vote that was taken that night. And I quickly, first off, I stopped any point of contention. That's my job as the chair to make sure that our meetings do not devolve into a point of contention. But I stopped that from happening. And I said, okay, what we'll do is we will take the vote now. I will inquire with Jay Parmley and with SCDP, South Carolina Democratic Party leadership in Columbia as to the legality or whether we followed the rules or not. The way it panned out under Sam Scarden, before he left, he had already sent a notification about this meeting out, okay, which in turn, according to Jay Parmley, since that notification went out to all of the members, including the executive committee, then that served as the 10-day notification to make it a legal election, okay, right then and there. So there, as far as the legality of that vote, it was good. It was good, okay. In that vote, we elected Sally Eisenberg as to continue on as treasurer, and Tressa Pankovitz to continue on as an interim secretary, because there's something coming up with her where she won't be able to continue. But as I talked to Jay, I explained to Jay that it was my intention moving forward to ensure that we have separate executive committee meetings from our normal membership meetings, where at the executive committee meetings, we can conduct business like having votes and things like that. That would be separate from the regular membership, so we don't have that confusion in the future. And what he and I both thought about was that maybe what we will do is that we will vote in executive committee. Okay, our executive committee, that's our chair, our three vice chairs, our state vice chairs, state representatives, and state executive committee members, which is 2, and then all of our county precinct captains. That's our executive committee. What we decided was that we will rescind that vote and then schedule a formal executive committee meeting, which is going to be scheduled on Wednesday, April 9th. And at that meeting, we will have an actual vote. We will vote to rescind the previous vote where Sally and Tressa were elected. Rescind that vote, table a new vote, and then vote on it officially at that time. And that vote will stand as the official vote, since there's so much confusion and whatever about what happened before, even though it was declared by the state party that it was a legal election. In order to make sure everybody is good, we're going to redo it on April the 9th, Wednesday, April the 9th. And that's only for the executive committee members. So within a day or so, let this serve first off as a notification to the executive committee meeting members that there's going to be an executive committee meeting on April the 9th at 7:00 p.m. But tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, I'm going to send out also a formal invitation to all of the executive committee members, inviting all to the executive committee meeting, 7:00 p.m. April the 9th, which will satisfy the 10-day rule. And it'll also be our first official executive committee meeting for the Charleston County Democrats for this year, of which we will have 3 more. It's mandated by the bylaws that we have 4 executive committee meetings per year, and this will be the first one. No longer tied in together unless it's an absolute necessity with the general membership meetings, but this will be a separate meeting. So we, as the executive committee, the chair, the 3 vice chairs, the state representatives for Charleston County, and also all of the precinct captain members will be able to come together, hash out whatever needs to be done in an executive committee meeting, apart from our normal membership meetings. So with that, I hope you all are ready to fight the good fight, because I am. I've taken on this job. Fortunately, my health is getting better. Somebody said don't apologize for being sick. I'm sorry, but I feel funny because that did happen, and took me out of the position that I wanted to keep moving in, the direction I wanted to keep moving in, but it happened. And the strength is building back. I'm getting stronger, working together with my vice chairs, Tamara Curry, first vice chair, Julie Hussey, second vice chair, who is working on our volunteer coordination segment of the Charleston County Democrats. And of course, then we have Adrian Lett, who's working with our young Democrats, our collegiate level Democrats, and even more importantly, if you see the changes that are going on in our communications on the website and everything, you'll see this is what's happening, okay? Even though I was out of the picture for 10 days, we have been actually moving things along. And we're going to continue moving things along. Why? Because it's important for us to organize now, to mobilize now, and to energize right now. And with those 3 vice chairs that we have, if you're not energized by the fire that they bring to the table, I guess you don't want to be. The door is open. The door to the Big Tent is open. We are the Big Tent Party, and we're going to make sure under this administration that the Big Tent Party opens that door for anyone and everyone who wants to come in and be a part of the party, not just to sit at the table, but to be felt as if they're family within there, so that they'll want to work and to help for us to win as Democrats, democratic values being promoted, and for our candidates to actually win seats in this election. So this is the pastor, wishing you all a wonderful day. Chairman of the Charleston County Democrats, working in conjunction, let me just say that, with Dorchester County and Berkeley County Democrats. We're the low country, all 3 of us, Tri-County area, working together. Just wishing you all a great day, and looking forward to talking to you soon. If you're on the executive committee, look for an email within the next day or the 2 days inviting you to the executive committee meeting that's going to be on Wednesday, April 9th at 7:00 p.m. Take care, folks. I love you all. And remember, Democrats first. Peace.